In every gym around the world, there's a moment that defines the difference between average and great. It's not the first set. It's not the warm-up. It's the last rep. The moment when your muscles burn like fire, when your lungs feel like they're being crushed, and your mind whispers, "That's enough." But you don't stop. You push again. You fight again. You rise again. That's the moment when your old self dies, and your legend begins. Every lifter, every fighter, every disciplined soul reaches the same wall, the wall of pain. It's not just in the gym, it's in life. When you're tired, when you're doubted, when you've failed 100 times, that's the wall that separates talkers from doers. That's the wall where most people stop. But you don't. Because you were never built to stop at good enough. You were forged to go beyond what the body believes. You were designed to burn through pain until your weakness melts away and your willpower stands alone. Every rep is a war between your excuses and your potential. And every time you win that war, you grow stronger, harder, unbreakable. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. Because the iron doesn't care who you are, it only respects effort. That's the beauty of the grind. It's pure. It's raw. It's honest. When the world sleeps, you're still lifting. When others give up, you're still fighting. You know the truth. Discipline is louder than motivation. Anyone can feel inspired for a day, but only warriors stay consistent when no one is watching. You fight your demons under the flickering lights of a cold gym, and each drop of sweat is proof that you refuse to surrender. The last rep isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It's the line where your body ends and your soul begins. When your arms shake, when your back screams, when your breath fades, that's not weakness. That's transformation. You're witnessing the birth of power, the rebirth of discipline. Every last rep teaches you something. That you are capable of more. That your limits are lies. That you are built from fire, not fear. This is the creed of the relentless. You do not stop at the limit, you erase it. The gym isn't a place, it's a rebellion. It's where you defy your excuses. It's where you challenge the gravity that tries to pull you down. Every weight you lift is an act of defiance against weakness, laziness, and self-doubt. When others run from pain, you run toward it, because you know that comfort kills growth. You've seen it. Those who choose comfort fade away, while those who embrace pain rise like steel from fire. That's who you are, forged, not born. You carry scars, not for decoration, but as proof of survival. You are the rebellion of strength, the echo of discipline, the evolution of willpower. A warrior doesn't wait for perfect conditions. He creates his own. You train when it's cold, when it's dark, when it's painful, because that's when the weak give up. Your strength isn't built on comfort, it's built on consistency. It's built on those days when you didn't feel like training, but you did anyway. That's how legends are made, not in spotlight, but in silence. Not in motivation, but in mastery. You are the architect of your own evolution, and your mind, sharper than any blade, cuts through excuses and fear like steel. Every rep, every breath, every sacrifice, it all leads to one thing: growth. When your time comes, and you look back, you won't remember the easy days. You'll remember the days you fought to move one more inch, one more rep, one more breath. That's what defines you, not comfort, but conquest. Not talent, but tenacity. Every day you step into that gym, you're writing your story. A story of struggle. A story of self-respect. A story of evolution. And one day, people will look at you and see strength. But they won't know the pain behind it. The nights you doubted yourself, the mornings you could barely move, but still showed up. That's your legacy. The grind that never dies. So the next time you reach that point, when your body screams, when your arms fail, when your lungs beg for mercy, remember this: you've been here before, you've survived worse, and you're not finished yet. Because legends aren't born in comfort. They are created in the last rep, where limits die, and warriors rise. Now get back to the grind, pick up that weight, and show the world who you really are. This is the last rep, and this is where legends are made. This is the last rep. Not just a lift, not just a move, it's a declaration. A vow written in sweat, sealed with pain, and spoken by the rhythm of your heartbeat. The world doesn't see this moment. They don't see the trembling hands, the silent screams, or the storm that's raging inside your chest. But this, right here, this is where the story changes. This is where weakness ends, and strength begins its eternal rise. The last rep is not physical, it's spiritual. It's where your soul breaks free from doubt, where you step beyond human, and touch something primal, untamed, unstoppable. Every human has a limit, but the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is simple. Some stop at the limit, others destroy it. The last rep is the funeral of your limits. It's where you bury fear, hesitation, and every excuse that's ever whispered. You can't. In that final moment, when your muscles shake, when your breath falters, and the iron feels heavier than the world itself, you find truth. Not comfort, not ease, but truth. That strength isn't given. It's earned one rep past failure. You learn that pain isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. It's the language through which greatness speaks. And only those who listen to that language, who embrace it instead of running from it, will ever rise to their true potential. The hardest fight is not with the weights. It's with yourself. Every time you lift, there's a voice in your head that says stop. And there's another that whispers, go again. That's the war, the battle between the body that wants comfort and the mind that demands evolution. Every last rep is a decision. Do you surrender to comfort, or do you fight for greatness? When your body says it's over, your mind must say, not yet. That's where the warrior emerges, in the space between exhaustion and endurance. You don't stop because it hurts. You continue because you've trained your soul to be stronger than pain. The warrior's creed is simple. Pain is temporary. Power is forever. Legends aren't born in spotlight or applause. They're born here, in the silence, under the weight, surrounded by nothing but iron and willpower. The last rep is a mirror. It reflects everything you are, your fears, your scars, your hunger. And when you push through that mirror, you see who you were always meant to be. That's where legends are made, in those seconds of chaos when everything inside you screams stop, but you refuse to obey. Because you've realized something powerful, you don't train to look strong. You train to be strong, in body, in mind, in soul. You've bled for this. You've sacrificed for this. You've faced yourself in your weakest moments, and you've risen. That's what makes you a legend. Not genetics, not luck, but grit. There's a sacred rhythm in consistency. Every day you show up. Even when you're tired, you write a new page in the book of strength. Discipline, that's the real muscle. It's not just lifting weights, it's lifting yourself above excuses day after day. The last rep is a reminder. Success is repetition with purpose. The difference between mediocrity and mastery is not talent, it's 10,000 moments where you refuse to quit. Every rep before the last one prepares you. Every failure before this moment forges you. And when the last rep comes, you meet it with fire in your eyes and steel in your heart. Because you know, legends don't count sets, they conquer them.